First off, Happy New Year's. Hope you had a good one. Between wrapping up the Terp Team 6 harvest, finishing out the first tests of these new genetics, and selecting which ones for the big hunt, life's been moving fast.
Cut the time lapse here. We've been doing a really cool new time lapse, one photo every 5 minutes. It's been going for a few days now.
We've been busy transplanting into some massive pots with the Ridgeline genetics.
We're about to do a massive transplant.
And trust me, you're gonna wanna see how that's shaping up.
It's time to clone these suckers.
We've also been deep diving into the battle of the breeders. Mr. Q's back for another post-harvest analysis.
That's good. That's a good one.
More strains and more transplanting with our SHWALE test. And yeah, we've been setting up the osmosis system and keeping everything fresh with some clone updates.
The dome, and they thrive in here, dude. Like, good roots.
Meanwhile, over at GrowBro Brian's place, we're finishing up our first Ridgeline genetics test with a 3-strain showdown. We'll also dive into reversing our first genetics and making some fem crosses to experiment with. And we've been making some serious upgrades to the farm too.
It's a big tank, dude.
Like the greenhouse renewal, new res tanks, and a mini office tour with Mr. Q.
Oh,
you know,
put on that music.
Right?
And the irrigation build, we're almost done. Just putting the finishing touches on the indoor feed system.
Exciting, nonetheless. There it is.
And we'll end this episode with some unboxing of the gear from Soulfire Gardens, Seedsman, and Greenhouse Seeds.
Fun experience to open up packs, get beans at different exclusivity levels. We got one of each different level here today, which I think is pretty cool.
Kick back, relax, and get ready for another behind the scenes vlog episode. If you're new to this channel, welcome to Homegrowtv, the world's highest quality grow show. Make sure to subscribe now because we got a ton of new grow content coming this year. So to kick things off, this is the harvest of my first Terp Team 6 test. We tested the 906A, 901A, 910, and the 904. All custom unreleased creations from Umami Seed Co. You see, Terp Team 6 is a group of 6 of Umami's most trusted testers. It's not only an honor for us to have been accepted to be one of these 6, but even cooler that we got to see some of this fire that came out in the first batch. Oh my god. I'll be doing a bigger pheno hunt of my favorite 2 strains from this first batch. Run them in the new upgraded CO2 room with irrigation and create a full seed to harvest on my favorite winner. 910 is this ridiculous frost monster with blow your head off gas and Slurpee vibes. She's definitely going for another run. Then there was 901A. Wow, subtle notes of lemon sweet cake covered in gas flavored icing. Unreal, gorgeous, and definitely something I want to run in a bigger hunt. I'm not even gonna ask Umami what's in these crosses until I settle on my winner. There's something so exhilarating about blind testing. Let go of prior parental judgments and let the flavor and effects speak for themselves. I could go on about these buds all day, but it was time to get to work because we have a big hunt ahead of us.
What is up, guys? Another day, another vlog segment. I got a crazy idea. Let me roll it out and tell me guys what you think. So here it is, laid out, all the 25-gallon AC Infinity fabric pots. Why 25-gallon? Why so many? Well, we're about to do a massive transplant of everything Ridgeline that we just popped and see exactly how many we can fit in. I'm hoping we're gonna plant 5 per pot. So we gotta mix up all the soil, 5 different ones per pot. Of the Lance A and B, of the Cheetah Pest Lance, the Ridgeline Runson Lance, and then the plants. This is gonna be nuts. And again, we're doing this so we can veg out here with all this space. We have lights that turn on every single evening at 6 p.m. and extend the light cycle another few hours so they stay in veg. And again, whoa, almost fell in a hole. We gotta fix this little hole. But all we got to do is basically veg them out to a size much smaller than these mothers right here to be able to take 1-2 clones off of, put those clones into flower and see what is what out here, what we're going to keep, what we're going to chop down, all the fems. Then we're going to go ahead, veg them out a bit bigger and do mass clone of everything. So a big phase of cloning is coming very soon, guys, and I got some really cool, exciting new stuff that we're going to be testing for cloning, making sure that we have 100% success rate with so many clones. It's going to be important on such a big pheno hunt. So that will be coming in future episodes, but today we're getting to transplant mode. I think the biggest transplant we've ever done here on Homegrowtv, about 150 plants in one day. So let's go. Check out what Grow Bro Brian's doing back here. But before we see the soil mix, check this out. Brian, son tuyas? Sí. Look at this, Brian's little decorative plants. ¿De dónde vienen estos? Where are these from, bro?
Son unas Don Megas.
Don Mega crosses, los cruces?
Sí, obvio.
No way, he's got another one right here. This one's...
Ya está florando.
It's flowering already. This is cool. So we got these just in the planters outside here. And beautiful. It's going to be cool to see how this turns out. It's looking healthy. 1 month. 2 weeks later, she fully finished flowering out. We've been weed whacking here the last 2 days, so it's covered in plant matter, but beautiful decorative plant nonetheless. It's a smokable decorative plant. Machi, what you think? What's that? Smell it. What do you think? But yeah, I'm all for having these as decorative plants. Back to where we were. Cool, man. Nice plants. What do you got going on over here, Kiaseka?
Sustrato, le echamos micorrizas, power meats, y listo a trasplantar.
Nice, heck yes. Awesome. So for these mothers, because they're going to be mums, they're outside, we're definitely going to be having a big percentage of castings, just like our old classical mix that we learned from Mr. Q, which is going to be perfect. We're going to be doing a majority castings mixed with some cocoa, like Brian said, with the mycorrhiza, and then also some amended nutrients as well, just so they're going to sit perfect out there. It rains a lot, so we don't always get the chance for the dry back to happen to even feed them nutrients like Athena, so it'll be good to have those amendments in there. Because again, they only need to live out here for literally until they get like about the size here of Brian's little garden plants. We just need to get them to like this size, clone them right away, and then figure out how many females and how many males we got and get to it. So let's get mixing. So we're back same day, but new clothes. That was hot, dude. That really was hot sun. That was like a solid almost 30 degrees out there in that sun. And anyway, we did it. Most of the soil is ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead now, cut the time lapse here. We've been doing a really cool new time lapse, 1 photo every 5 minutes. It's been going for a few days now.
Okay, let's go.
So we're gonna take that down and bring in all of the Ridgeline, and let's see how many we can get fit in those 25 gallons. I got the wheelbarrow here behind me, and we'll make just little trips with this thing outside. All right, here we go, all loaded up.
Now it's time to save myself. I gotta let you go. You took too much, now I'm going back. I think the rainbow you bring back. This girl is not cutting success.
All right, major progress right here on all the Ridgeline genetics. Looking good. We got pretty much all of them in. We're missing just 10 different Lance A. We call them Lance A and B because they came from 2 different mother plants. Oh, look, there's a wild machi in her natural habitat playing with her toy. Let's see if we can get it for a throw. You got your toy? Now that we got everything in here kind of ready to transplant, thank God the sun has gone down. It's definitely not a good idea to transplant at like freaking noon. Oh my, looking good. It's the Cheetah Piss cross to Lance. We're gonna come back obviously and throw pheno numbers on them, but they're holding together really nice. Looking good. It's definitely not too early. It's definitely not too late. Looking perfect on there. Look at that. So that's the idea. Perfect. That little test transplant looking good, healthy, Beautiful. They're gonna love it in here. So we're just gonna finalize getting the last of the lens in their pots as well, and then we're gonna do the transplant marathon. Tons of roots. I was just itching for it. A good transplant day, getting your hands in the roots. It really is rejuvenating, therapeutical gardening. I love this. Throw it down in the comments your guys' favorite stage. Transplant, although hard work, it's one of my favorites because you just know it's a reset, new things coming. Things are going to explode. A week from now, the work we do today is gonna pay off exponentially in a week, so.
I think now is as good a time as any to tell you about the big news. My favorite LED and grow gear brand just updated their all-in-one kit. Not only does it come with a new AI controller, but now complete with a full nutrient line. The Athena Blended Starter Kit. These are the exact same nutrients I used to grow the umami you've seen earlier in this episode. And let me tell you, wow, it produces fire. This kit also comes with all the necessities like a top-of-the-line LED, clip fans, and the next-gen 6-inch EC motor inline fan. Oh, and pruning snips, foil tape, trellis net, you name it, they got it. Word on the street is it also comes with a voucher for a free pack of beans from the Jungle Boys themselves. My favorite kit to recommend for new growers just got a whole lot cooler. Make sure to check out acinfinity.com for all your grow needs. And use code Homegrowtv at checkout to save yourself a nice chunk of change and help support the channel. For Amazon, it's code Homegrowtv10. Either way, all the discount codes will be down in the description below. Now, let's get back to the episode.
Said you need a little help, yeah, I think that is evident. If you think that's easy, then it says a lot about you. When you feel a little slumpy, that's a part of reality. You better gotta let it go before you do something. If I leave it, then I go. You just think it, but I know. Make it low as I go, cause yeah. If I leave it, then I go. You just think it, but I know. Make it low as I go, cause yeah, that's how I roll, yeah, that's how I go, yeah, that's how I roll, yeah. If I leave it, then I go.
All right, here we are back for another update, transplant day with all the Farmhouse studios, the SHWALE, BOP, and the Huela Papaya. And because some of these children are Santis, he's here over helping us transplant.
Yeah, taking care of the babies.
What do we got? Look at that. Nice roots, huh?
Yeah.
Just like we did with everything from Ridgeline, we're throwing them inside the big 25-gallon bags. This time we're doing 6 per. So all the Ridgeline we did 5 per, and everything's vegging out really nice here. So another update here. You can see behind us we threw up these little LED panels. These are all 100 watts and they turn on a timer. At 6 p.m. they turn on. At midnight they'll turn off, staying on long enough to veg everything here. And like I said, so far everything Ridgeline's vegging out really nice here. It's getting close to get to cloning to find out the sex on them. But 5 per pot is a crazy idea. It's going to work nicely to get quickly into clone. We should be taking clones by next week, finding out the sex for, a week to 10 days after that. Boys crushed it out. What a lot of this stuff transplanted and big things coming, huh? Y'all ready? Another day back at the farm. Grobo Brian in the house. He's gonna be doing some IPM, IPW with Athena, spraying all the plants. We got some fun plans here today, but before I show you what we're installing, take a look at all the ladies, guys. Wow. Everything from Farmhouse Studios, SHWALE, blowing up. And again, these were planted like a week or more later than everything Ridgeline, which is now ready to clone and go into our sexting and seeing what they are. But take a look at these guys. These are unreal. It's looking so beautiful down here. So everything's already, you know, about a foot tall. They clearly love it out here with the sun. It's been looking really good. And these lights in the evening have been doing a really good job of keeping them vegging. Strong enough to keep going. So everything's looking great on the canopy here. Really excited to see Lance in Colombia.
The Mecca. Ridgeline Farms. Birthplace of the Lance.
When it finally hit me and realized, this is my art. I put so much into it, and so it was just really rewarding to, feel like this is the gift I got given, was just to come up with strains and know by just the smell and the taste what will be the winners,
So we got some Lance F2 from 2 different mother plants. It's gonna be exciting. We got Lance A and Lance B, both F2s, but it's time to clone these suckers, get them into the clone room, and then find out their sex so we can do a big batch and start flowering out and pheno hunting for real. And then here's all the SHWALE, the Farmhouse studios, right? The BOPs, the banana, orange, pineapple, and then the guava papayas. So everything also looking really good on these, really healthy, perking up, loving the sun, Had maybe a moment or two of some heat stress, but honestly, they're taking it in. They've adjusted just splendidly. Everything's looking good out here. So what do we got on the plans today? We're gonna be installing some new gear. All of our reverse osmosis system, pre-filters, the actual osmosis system, everything showed up from Grower's house, which was sick. So it's gonna be the first time ever in my life that we've ever set up osmosis. Again, a really important step here for all of our irrigation lines and all that stuff. We're gonna get this built right now, throw on some time lapses. But yeah, major shout out to Grower's house for having some awesome water filtration set up and everything all in one spot. It's been great so far for all these upgrades. So shout out Grower's House, code Homegrowtv if you guys want to get yourself a discount on that. Nice, brother. There it is. And here's this. Kill it, bro. So there it is, guys, here. Officially set up. It was pretty easy to set up. We got our pressure gauge in here. This is the water coming in. This is the wastewater. And then this is our RO water that we're going to be using. We also installed one valve here, although we're going to have float valves. So I got float valves, and then I have the official float valve as well. I just got a bunch of different ones just to have here in the house as well. So this is what's going to shut off the water, but this is good just for emergencies. So it's all set up. So now we're going to set up the pre-filter. So the pre-filter is what's going to filter the water before it even goes into the RO. It's just going to really extend the life of everything. So that's what we're going to set up right now. We'll get the next video going. But I did want to point this out. There's just such few videos to set it up. Again, it's really easy. So I just wanted to point out the video that we ended up watching, hydraulic water. So hydraulic water did the full tutorial on here, and it's literally the only video I found online of like how to set this thing up. So there really isn't much info on it. But again, it's something that's really easy, guys. It is step by step. Now we're gonna get to the pre-filter. Then we got the pump and a few other little TDS meters and other things as well. So let's get setting up. All right, so this is about as far as we can get right now. We got our pump out. This high pressure right here, we got to put in here. So before I do that, I'd rather bring it into its final location. So this is what I'm thinking, right? This is the water, the source water from the farm is going to come in here. It's got a little pre-filter even before the pump, which honestly I should have a few disc filters even before this. But it's going to come in here regardless. Going to pick up pressure, pump out into our pre-filter, right? The pre-evolution is going to extend the life on our RO. It's going to go through the sediment, then it's going to go through the carbon, then it's going to come over here to the osmosis, go through the 3 membranes. So good work, bro. Let's bring it out, map out the future reservoir tanks. And I just got the official news. I finally found our reservoirs that we're going to be using. We're going to use these ones right here. They're 150,000 pesos, so it's like under $50, about $40 or something like that. And we're going to potentially set up 4 on that side in the CO2 and 3 in the tent room. So 7 different reservoirs, and we got to pay for those, and hopefully they show up in the next 2 days, which would be great. And then CO2. Brian, we got to finish CO2. We're a little bit behind track. I mean, it's mid-December. I was hoping to already be planting by now, but you know how it goes. So we're going to have everything from AC Infinity to have our actual regulators and CO2. But then I got this little thing right here, which is supposed to spread it out throughout the room. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. For getting this hose spread out around the room evenly. It already has like little holes in it throughout it. So this is what I was thinking of using, but let me know in the comments what you guys think for CO2. And then we will take you guys out here to the big reservoir. We have big reservoir changes happening farm-wide for the outdoor and the big reservoir tank. So stay tuned, guys. Many changes coming.
All right, so I thought this would be fun. I gave Growboy Brian the camera and told him to take it home to film the experiment that he had going on. He's got a 4x8 at home with two AC Infinity S44s.
Desço a ladeira, vou na praia, vou no parque, vou na cachoeira. Vou na capoeira, vou de ginga e queixada sem tomar rasteira.
And he's leading the way with a Ridgeline test of a few packs that we bought from Tangled Roots months ago. Chicken Dance, Lambos, and the Green Lantern. These are all regular seeds. He's identified the males, took them to a different location, and now just digging through the females. And just a few weeks later, things totally transformed. He had a few minor issues, but always getting better. Here's the Green Lantern, the Chicken Dance, the Lambos, and a Z-Pie from Raw Genetics, which is another box kit we picked up a while ago and wanted to just test one. This one's unbelievable, and we're definitely going to be testing more later. As far as the Ridgeline, we definitely found a winner in a few of these, and post-harvest analysis coming soon. Throw it in the comments if you like this segment here at Growboy Brian's Place. I think it would be cool to start seeing more content from his perspective, and who knows, maybe even one day he's creating his own content on his channel. For now though, make sure you go follow him on Instagram. Then the next day, we got into something I've been thinking about for a long time, and finally decided to pull the trigger, reversing our very first winter mama. In the future, I'm going to have really detailed info about how this entire run went. But for a quick summary, we pulled a lot of info from the James Loud Cannabis Breeding Book, as well as Khalifa Genetics YouTube.
Hey, what's up? It's Aladdin from Khalifa Genetics, and today we're going to talk about how to produce SDS in order to produce feminized seeds.
We've been following those instructions for mixing our solution, and same with the application dates. And next thing we knew, we had our very first reversed watermelon emoji. We're going to be taking this over to a full tent of other watermelon emojis and creating an S1. And like I said, a lot more details on that coming one day soon. For now, we're just experimenting, having fun, and I can't wait to see what comes out of this. Once again, it's time to do a little mini tour and check out all the updates from outdoor reservoirs, greenhouse updates, and office renewal.
Q, we're rolling, bro. Welcome back to the farm, guys. Welcome back, Q. We're gonna take you guys through a little walkthrough of all the updates. There's a lot, so I think this would be fun, Q. What do you think if you walk around with me and you point out the things that you notice that are different and we can talk about it?
Already saw a lot of new things, so wow, so here you got the jacuzzi.
Right? Dude, the jacuzzi. It's a total size of this. It's a big tank, dude. It's a huge tank. We never even had a tank before. So this is going to be our water, reservoir. Where basically this is natural spring water. It comes from here up in the natural spring. We don't have farms above us or no one's spraying anything crazy. We are gonna get the water tested, but imagine, Q, dude, this is coming fresh all day, every day.
Man, I cannot believe how much water is in here, and it's basically for free.
For free, bro. It's free spring water. Hi again, you and Basement all said the same thing. They're like, is this a big hot tub, bro? And it could be.
It's really big.
Right? So it's obviously still a work in progress. This is just step one of getting, again, a big reservoir water sitting next to where the greenhouses are going to be, right? We have one greenhouse, 4 more are gonna be coming, but eventually we're gonna take this and put it into other 2,000 liter reservoirs where we're gonna have our mixed tanks, our nutrients, and this is gonna be our base water, dude.
Wow. course, we cannot really judge just by looking at it, but to me, this water looks really clean. I would say you can just use it right here. But let's send it to the lab first before we take a decision.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting, bro.
So the greenhouse is empty.
Empty right now, dude.
When is the next batch coming?
That's a great question. We're right around the corner from it. We just got some updates to do with the raised beds. We got to do the ground cover and the irrigation, which should be happening within the next, few weeks. And the next batch is coming. So we're going to start cloning right away, planting new seeds, getting in some of our favorite winners, and then some new tests as well going to be going in.
Cleaning up the greenhouse, definitely necessary after harvesting. There were some little powdery mildew issues in the greenhouse, so extra important to clean it all out. So we're gonna spray today. Look here, the Grow Bros.
Let's get Grow Bro Brian and Alejo here to explain what they're gonna be spraying and what they're doing here.
Bueno, hoy vamos a fumigar con Luna Tranquility, vamos a fumigar obviamente el invernadero, estamos aquí preparando todo, estamos limpiando obviamente todo primero antes de, y ya aquí Alejo también está haciendo, midiendo las medidas para poder fumigar bien hoy.
Luna Tranquility es un fungicida.
It is a little bit toxic, you have to have that in account, so that's also why we're doing this before planting anything, because we already know there are spores of powdery mildew into the greenhouse, so we want to make sure we destroy all of that before planting the next batch. And now we're gonna also clean the walls, clean the roof, clean the whole greenhouse, put in more ventilation before we plant the next batch, so it's gonna be very interesting. So the first batch that we planted here in the greenhouse was just no-till methods. Basically, we planted straight into the soil. But now we're gonna try something new. Well, I should ask you, but you told me that we're gonna try to put 8 to 9 beds in here. The idea is that this stays the entrance, that this is our work area where we can bring in products, when we have to spray, that we can pass by to make sure that we have enough airflow. So we're gonna basically only use this part of the greenhouse and put some raised beds here. The raised beds will still give access to the ground, to the mother soil, just to make sure that the plant, if she wants to go deeper, she can go deeper.
Genius, bro. Yeah. So we have rough laid out. You can see the little stakes. We just roughly came through. This is about the size of each walkway. So we're gonna be able to walk through here.
Oh, so you're gonna walk like this?
Yeah, exactly.
And there will be a raised bed here and a raised bed here.
Exactly, bro, yes.
All right, then we might also need, especially for veg, lights.
Yes, good call.
Above those beds.
Yes.
So we're gonna need poles here, poles there, make an electric line, and put a couple of light bulbs on top of them. And this way we're gonna veg out the plants a couple weeks before we throw them into flower. Structure, here's where we're gonna put some ventilation to push out some air to the mountains.
Exactly. So a lot of you guys threw it down in the comments, and thank you everyone who's throwing down so much helpful information, from the way we should be doing our raised beds, get some ventilation in there, get some ground cover. So the other thing we're gonna be doing as well is we're gonna lay a full ground cover down in between the beds. There won't be any weeds. There's not gonna be kicking up dirt.
No.
We learned a lot from the last round, and I'm glad we did it grassroots, just full no-till. Look at all the dust.
Look at that. If I just do like this, boom, look how much dust just goes up.
Right?
Definitely got to avoid this. I think we first put the plastic on top of the soil.
Yeah.
Then we put the white textile, I don't know how you call it, like a white cover.
Yeah.
Right? And then that will keep all the dust down and make sure that the weeds don't jump up again.
Exactly. Here's actually a little example from our other good friend, Grillo Pure Honey. Check his place out. So it's very similar to that. Oh yeah, of course, we went there together, that's right. Yeah, you went and did the hunt there, where we seen the gazerpals and everything.
Magnum Butts also uses the same method.
Yeah.
They also cover the floor because it's cleaner and protects also a bit from problems that are in the soil.
Yeah.
Natural problems, but they're there, so.
Exactly. So that's quite the list of things to do. We are going to be able to get it done quickly. The big thing that's got to change in here as well is irrigation, right? Daily watering. We were watering by hand every single day, bro.
And it just takes too much time.
Way too much time. So we're thinking we might have the water lines, again, come in from this corner here. There's the big reservoir that you see out here. That's gonna come down into other smaller 2,000, 1,000 liter reservoirs where we're gonna be able to have the chance to be able to mix, make sure pH, everything is set. And then we're gonna have our irrigation lines come in here, disc filters and solenoids, and everything triggered from Open Sprinkler tied into the Pulse app. So because of Pulse and the Open Sprinkler AI, we're gonna be able to automatically irrigate, set times, how we wanna do it.
It also has sensors right in the soil, so you know how humid it is or how dry it is, the soil.
Yep, exactly.
Genius. In the greenhouse, but it's gonna be a smart greenhouse.
Q, you haven't seen this yet either, brother. Come check it out, dude. I've revealed to you guys, Q and the whole channel, inspired and mostly done by Mom.
Whoa.
This right here is the new studio for 2025. Here.
Check this out, dude.
Right?
What a nice job you did here. Well, both of you, because it looks like your mom helped.
Oh my God, big time.
This looks like it has a mom touch to it.
Doesn't it? Look at this, bro. So we already got the lights. Everything's already set up, so we can just, all right, we're gonna shoot, so we can just go ahead and change.
Oh,
you know.
Put on that music.
Right? Q, do you recognize that trichome picture there?
Oh man, is that from Chris Candid Kush?
That's Candid Kush, bro. You've
Chris
seen
Romaine, the artist, the legend. Wow, I saw this at the Hall of Flowers.
At the Hall of Flowers. So if you guys haven't seen Q's video yet of Hall of Flowers, it is sick, dude. It's a really cool event. Q did a whole walk around. And at that event, this is where we seen the picture. Candid had it on display, and this is the exact same one that was on display for everyone there.
Wow.
This is Candid Kush's work, and I bought this at one of his expos. Now it's being shown here live at the Hall of Flowers, but it's gonna be pretty sick, dude, to see this sucker come home.
So you bought it there and then shipped it here?
Yeah.
All the way to Colombia?
All the way to Colombia,
wow,
dude.
Now that's some real dedication right there.
A lot of different strains. We got some of the work from, obviously, Eric Nugshots himself. We got some of our homemade strains and crosses, some of our photos. Stuff like Jelly Donuts, Lungbuster from Soulfire, Yikes from Exotic Genetics. That's CBD from Seed Stalkers. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
CBD Northern Lights.
You did it 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, that was an old one, the pink one. There's the watermelon emoji, number 22. Wow. These are its children of the watermelon emoji. So this is watermelon emoji crossed to Gorilla Candy. All 3 different phenos right there. Just beast of a flower, bro. Toronjas from Black Tuna. That's shot by Eric. And then Toronjas Black Tuna shot by Eric. Some of the pictures from Morocco. We got Ed. You got some of the hash. We got some of the seeds. And then really quick before we leave, should we show them the clones too? The clone project?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
You know, like we got a male here, the Chicken Dance. This is from Ridgeline. This is male number 4 with the star beside it. We looked at it when it was flowering out. She was crazy, or he was crazy. A lot of the 22s, Green Lantern, Lambos. And then this is all the clones here from the Cheetah Piss cross to Lance. Mostly Lance and Cheetah Piss crosses right in there, dude.
Wow, from Ridgeline Farms. I cannot wait to start trying the first flower of those American seeds that we brought from there. Yeah. I'm just curious just to know if it's going to be exactly the same as there or it's going to be totally different, because I know genetics already determines a lot about how your flower is going to be, but still growing it here yourself is just so different. I love it.
Yeah, very excited for these. And then this is a little test project we got going on. This is totally a ghetto version of Athena's VP Dome. We don't have the right rack. I lost it somewhere. So I got this, it's got all this extra space. I don't have the lights, so I bought these from just the local hardware store. These are just T5s, T5 LEDs.
Oh yeah.
Right?
That's well, by now it's old school, but it works perfect. It doesn't use a lot of energy, and it's a perfect spectrum for your clones.
And then these right here, this is a new test that I'm really excited about, guys, right here. We got these from Grower's House, and I'm excited to run this test because apparently the plugs already come pH perfect, you know, kind of already got their nutrients in. So this is our first test. It's not ideal. We don't have the perfect metrics going on for our clones, but we'll get there.
It's a little bit too dry. We should get it more humid.
Right?
But we're right under the roof, and the Colombian sun sometimes burns that much that it gets pretty dry inside.
Yeah, right? So yeah, we've been spraying them every now and then with the AC Infinity sprayer, but yeah, we got to work on this. Q, I don't know about you, bro, but I think we need a doobie.
Working hard here. I thought she was on a holiday.
Right? Look at Mom go. So if you guys didn't know already, Mom's visiting from Canada. She's Anamora. You're from Canada, and you're helping Mom.
It looks like she has done this before.
And Mom's just cutting back. Oh, beautiful cue. Look at that ring, dude.
That is L.A. Amnesia from Paradise Seeds, and
Whoa.
it tastes so hazy. Delicious, and it burns so soft.
Dang, dude. But yeah, Mom's cutting back on some of the orchids here. These are beautiful orchids, dude. That just grow here. They're flowering hard.
Yeah, they just started.
Right? They just going, dude.
Oh, here they're already open. People that come from Belgium, here in Colombia, and they're always so surprised to see them just grow everywhere, like on a
Right.
tree here, like it's a weed.
Right?
It just grows too easy, but it's just the climate.
So if you guys want to support Colombia, make sure you should buy Colombian orchids.
It looks like we're walking in a park, but no, we're just walking in your garden.
Yeah, right?
But just a little bit high security level. There's cameras everywhere,
Yeah.
sensors, big dogs. You don't want to come here, trust me.
So we can walk through this way here and check this out. This is our first compost. We seen this just literally on a YouTube short, bro.
With some pallets,
Yeah,
perfect.
some recycled pallets. And this is where we're dumping in all of our food scraps
Yeah.
and different things. I don't know why there's bags in there. What the hell's going on there?
As you can see, work in progress, things to improve.
All right, so this is where we got to trek up, dude. All the way up this thing, and I can kind of see the reservoir up from here. You can hear the water just kind of trickling too. It's quite the fucking hike, huh?
Whoa.
It's steep little edge, dude. So I haven't even seen the changes on this one yet, Q, but take a look.
Whew, another jacuzzi.
So this we need to cover
yeah.
for immediately, bro. Look at this. There's already leaves and stuff in here.
There's also, look, the tree is right above it.
Yeah.
So this will get dirty fast. Also algae from, you know, the plant material that is in there.
Here's the natural spring water just running
Ooh, nice. Imagine fresh, live rosin washed with mountain water from Colombia. I think it must be extra good, but maybe for the minerals it's better to filter it with RO filter anyway. Because you don't want those minerals in your dabs, but wow, this is fresh water.
And what an upgrade. So that's the old reservoir that we had. See how it had a mesh on top of it? We need to cover this immediately. But it was just a small 1,000 liter and it was just all spilling over the sides, bro. It was wasting water, like just in here.
Dude, that's a lot of water, man. That's like every 2 seconds, 1 liter of water comes out, I think. Let's say a gallon per 10 seconds or what? 15 seconds, you have a gallon.
Yeah, crazy, bro.
Wow.
And then so right now, they did a much better job. They cleaned this up with some good valves. One goes out to the little pond, one goes out to our other reservoir, and one goes to the house.
Oh yeah. In the house, you use the water for what? For the bathrooms?
Yeah, I mean, this is bathroom, this is our tap water, this is everything.
Wow.
Big changes there. So at least we're holding a bunch more water here at the farm than we were before. And then even more avocados, bro, just chilling in the horizon there. Check this out.
Whoa, bro, if here we could put a huge plant,
right?
Or like 4 monster plants, like in California, like at Ben's farm. Look how open it is. I'm sure the neighbors would love it.
Yeah, yeah, they
Smell
would.
is going to be amazing here.
Right? Dang, dude, yeah, great idea. Let us know in the comments, guys. Should we throw out some big monster plants out here and do another outdoor test?
And what strain?
And what strain? Good call. So this is where they dug everything up. This is a line that runs out to the other reservoir.
Yeah.
That's the whole line that goes to the other reservoir down below.
Okay.
That's the line that runs to the greenhouse.
What the hell? That far?
Yeah.
So there it goes out again,
Yeah.
or what? And then
it goes along this whole ridge, and then by the office, it comes down.
Oh, okay. Wow. Oof, that's a water system.
All right, guys, here we are back. It's the next day. We are back in the room, and first time ever, setting up some PVC joints here. The Grow Bro and I. Let's see if we get this one straight. There it is. We're getting our first PVC stuff installed. Grow Bro Brian in the house. What up, dog? So we got some pieces done outside, and we're now getting everything set up for our reverse osmosis. So again, Brian and I just decided to do this ourselves, inspired by Terp highs. A lot of the stuff we're doing that you can do this stuff on your own. You can learn it if you don't know how to do it. This is something we've never done before, but we're already cracking away at it, cutting some PVC. Really cool tool I got on Black Friday, guys. The old Milwaukee PVC cutter. Just cuts it like butter, dude, on this thing. So We made a few little replacements outside already. We had to turn the water off that's coming in, but stay updated. Maybe I'll throw in a time lapse or two. We're gonna build out a little system. Today, at least get to the disc filters, get those installed. Potentially look at hooking up the RO, but I might be missing a tube as far as length. But day by day, within the next few days, our CO2 room should have all the irrigation set up, the pump set up. So I'll be walking you guys through step by step, but back at it, brother. All right, we're almost done. By no means perfect. Here it is. This is what we're working with so far, guys. So we had our disc filter from the bucket company, right? Again, this is gonna be the entrance of the spring water, which our natural water here from the farm just coming in. We're gonna split it off into a T and do 2 disc filters just in case one plugs, one doesn't. We have union valves at each side. We're gonna do top and bottom in case we gotta switch these out. This is what's going to run into the osmosis system, right? So the pump, the pre-filter, and the actual RO. So we're plugging away. Got our first little tree done. It's looking good. We'll bring you back in a sec when we get some more shit done. Now we gotta hang it here. Ready? So we'll hold it up for a sec with the glue, but there it is. Wiggles around. You gotta have some support in here. We obviously gotta get brackets and everything that's gonna hold this. Here we are. So we just turned the water back on. Because it's a new line, it's a little bit dirty, so we're gonna run, I don't know, a few hundred liters out to clean out the line. It was kind of coming out dirty before we connect even any filters. And the one thing I noticed, you live and you learn, right? But guys, we got a tiny little leak here. It's the only leak in the whole system. And of course I search on Google how long to let the PVC glue dry. Anywhere from 15 minutes to 2 hours, and we probably let it be like a half hour to an hour max. So that could have been the issue. I'm also wondering, throw it down in the comments, guys, when you have issues like that. I know the best solution is just have unions and things everywhere for it to all be switchable and just change it out. Maybe we just didn't put enough glue on this little piece right here, but again, this is our first time doing any of this. We're learning so much, literally by the hour. Okay. So no leaks in here, ¿cierto? Nada regada aquí. See? A little one there. Fuck. Well, we're back another day, and it looks like we took a step backwards. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we're doing this again for a second, almost a third time. On our first turn on, we did find some leaks. So what I'm gonna do, I realize a huge issue is our 1-inch conduit is just not quality. It's holiday, it's New Year's, so nothing is open whatsoever. So what I'm gonna do, our 3/4 inch is really quality. Most of the grow was gonna be 3/4 inch anyway. I was just gonna do the inlines and everything coming in to be 1 inch, but we're gonna actually now reduce this to 3/4 inch, redo this little elbow into the room, and we've already been doing a bunch of work this morning. We got done the whole entire pre-filter, disc filter. We got this redone in 3/4 inch from top to bottom. From what you guys see here, for all you experts, throw down in the comments, obviously once we get it mounted, any suggestions throughout this whole process that you have, because we're back to, like, you know, again, we took a few steps back. We're about to finish this up again, and hopefully by tomorrow we have RO in the house. Hopefully by tomorrow, full-time reverse osmosis. We got to do 40 minutes of clean on this thing, and we still got to give you guys a little walkthrough of it. So there it is, a little bit of changes. Check it out. Again, this is our 1-inch line coming in from the outdoor natural spring reservoir. We cut it down from 1 inch to 3/4 right here. This 3/4 is much higher quality. It's working great. Up to here into the room. There it is. Any suggestions that you guys see here? You're like, bro, you should be covering this, or any, obviously we're gonna be fastening everything down, that's for sure. Just gotta go inside now that the tubing's there and finish hanging up this thing. Last little elbow here, boom, down, and into the chain of dopeness, which the chain of dopeness is this cool thing right here, right? 2 disc filters. Oh my God, there it is. I'm so nervous about this. You know, this is where I really need to call the Grow Bro Terpy Highs. I need your guys' help here, just for any recommendations. You know, I looked at everything from the Dosatron videos and the way they bracket their stuff. It's really pro with like the metal brackets, the little holders. Like, that's really the level I got to get into. I'm totally having a new appreciation for setup, the way it looks. Oh, this is nuts, dude. But exciting nonetheless. There it is. There's the line. So we're gonna let it dry for 24 hours. I'm gonna keep the line off at the main back of the house there. And we're just gonna let it sit, do its thing, dry. Tomorrow we will do the pressure test and see if there's any leaks. And I really, fingers crossed, guys. I don't think there's going to be. I hope there isn't. All right, we're back really quick. This is days later. We finally figured it out. All thanks to Terpy Highs. Literally going back and forth with him on WhatsApp. Messages like this is how we figured this out. So really quick tour. We finally figured out all the RO, and we finally got all the bottom of the irrigation set up. So really quick, under 30 seconds, here's the update. So we have our RO going into these two tanks right here. We have them joined with valves, so we can turn these on or off. The water goes here into the pump, and on the other side is where we have our two nutrient tanks. So 300 liters of nutrients, 300 liters of RO water, always on standby, going to the pump, and before it gets to the pump, quick disc filter, and then into the pump. So what's to come next week is the continuation up, over into each bucket, right, and then into the room, into the feed system. So that should just take another few days, and then I'm all stoked because everything is set up now with the hydrologic. So our pump water coming in from outside, then it goes through the pre-filter into the RO, and the RO into this tank. So we did it, Brian. Great work. And again, major shout out to Terpy Highs. Honestly, dude, thank you so much for helping us with this. We were totally going to do it in a different way that wouldn't have been nearly as efficient as the way you had it set up. So for those who don't know Terpy Highs, go check out his channel. The dude knows what's up. He shows you a ton of different stuff, seed to harvest to becoming a pro. He's out in Thailand, living the dream, growing the bud. So much love to you, brother, and let's get back to the episode. Wow. So these right here, guys, are looking really good. This right here in this little section is all the SHWALE. This is everything Ridgeline. Again, all regular seeds. So what we've been doing is we've been cloning them. You see, once we clone them, they just start bushing out big time. Now there's a ton of tops to take clones from once we know the sex, whereas we're still missing a few clones. Well, actually a lot need to be cloned today. The good news is, guys, the clones are working at 100%, so I'm going to take you guys inside right now. We'll take a look at the clones, but look at some of the stems on these, dude. These are huge. Everything's hollowed out, bro. Really big stems, huge stems. Look at this one. This is freaking nuts, bro. This is the size of my thumb. It's a big stem. See, we got some white flies here. We've been spraying every 3 to 4 days, cycling different stuff from Athena IPW, right, the IPM. We've been using the Crop Defender from Petra Tools. We've been cycling in some fungicides as well. And then we got some nice organic, different ones here local from Colombia that are really good with the local Colombian pests. So really good. Good news is clones are coming out, so let's head inside because we got to start taking some of these first rooted clones, put them right into flower, find out the sex ASAP. And I need a haircut, dude. I gotta get a hat on. All right, guys, welcome to the clone room. Work in progress. Experiments are happening, and let's break it down this way. So again, the VP Dome from Athena. I really want to try a legit one. I don't know what happened in my shipping, but somehow we ended up losing the actual shelf that it was for. Anyway, long story short, it's just not working out in here as far as humidity and such. So we got two experiments going down at the same time. One, no dome, which we often always do the dome for the first week. We really do follow what the Clone King says in his course. We purchased the course probably 2 years ago. We learned a lot from it, and we've kind of dialed it into our own system, whereas a week later, we take them out of the dome, and they thrive in here, dude. Like, good roots, looking beautiful. This is the Cheetah Piss cross to Lance from Ridgeline, so we're going to take all these today and go ahead and pot them up, right? That's the Cheetah Piss. Number 4, so everything is marked, each pheno. It's gonna be a long hunt. hunting regular seeds, finding out what's the males, what's the females. You know, that's why it's so much easier going feminized. But when you got fire, you hunt fire in regular. Back to this here. Again, this is a little bit of an experiment that we're kind of running in two different ways. One, not using dome, and we're trying the VP dome. And then the other thing we're experimenting with are these trays right here that we got off Grower's House. They looked really good. They came moist, pre-amended, everything, but I don't know if we did it justice. Let's see the results. I don't know if it's looking good. It's been really low humidity, really high heat. The VPD and everything is not optimal by any means. I've been trying to spray down, leave water open in here just to pick up the humidity. Well, I see one baby root over there. One root. That is not good. And that is off one of the lemon bang bangs from Exotic Genetics right there. That's the one that rooted. So, but really I was hoping this was gonna work out. It would just save us so much time without having the domes. It would save us a lot of space. Work in progress, guys. Work in progress. So, plan right now, take the clones from Ridgeline, plant them up, do a whole new set of clones. We only have a few trays. I really should buy more trays to be able to clone more at once. We're gonna pot these up, get new clones going, and get these flipped over to flower, literally I think right from today, right from transplant, to find out if they're female or male, and then do a proper hunt, you know, and flower them out. All right, quick update. I really wanted to squeeze this in because it's been a few tests later. So we've continued to test the Grower's House little trays. The only change we've made is we've actually domed them up. The results have been great. Check it out. Nice, bro. So there it is. This is on day 12-ish, and these new cubes are working great. So really cool. I'm glad we continue to do testing with these now that with the dome 1 week on. And then the next week, from day 7 on, the dome off, they're rooting really nice, so everything's ready to be transplanted. This is all the SHWALE tests, so really important. They came out good. They came out perfect. This is the BOP number 6, ready to get thrown outside and check her sex. So cool, I just want to throw that update in. Let's get back to the episode. Check it out. Everything's looking good, guys, really good. Great work, Brian. He's now a clone pro. So here he is, the man himself. Now a clone master after learning from the clone king. Growbro Brian.
Hoy estamos esquejando lambs B y algunos chitapis. Ya muchos de los chitapis nos han salido ya súper bien esquejados ya.
Second or third batch? La tercera.
Tercera, sí.
Let's follow Growbro Brian and see how he gets a clone. So here he is, he hunts it, he looks around. Looks like he's going with Lance B, number 6. So there he goes, reaches in for the cut. Oh, clean cut, Brian, nice. Oof, beautiful. Oh, look, then he gets rid of the clippings right here, chops the top. You're a master, Brian. Cuts it 90-degree angle, beautiful, bro. 45-degree angle. Here it is, the famous Athena cut. So Brian puts it in a shot glass. The way the Clone King recommends doing it is putting this in a ketchup bottle, and then the ketchup bottle you just simply squirt into each actual hole. Here we're actually doing the dipping technique, so if something was contaminated, we would be contaminating to the others. It's not perfect, but these ladies are healthy. We know we don't got anything. They're from seed. And these are the little cocoa peat plugs that we're using. They're very small, which means we're going to see root quicker by using these. They just have a little hole on top. We just put it right in there. Boom. Sometimes they're crooked. We keep them moist. We keep them in the fridge. But they've been seen to working really good so far. But I'm excited to see the Grower's House technique and see if that's going to work better for us in these. Well, Happy New Year, guys. Welcome back. It's been a few days since we did another update. We got mail call in. We got some cool new surprises, so we're going to take a look at it. I thought it would be fun to kind of show some of the new genetics that are showing up for the greenhouse and some things that we're really excited about. And Growbar Brian also has a surprise in there sent out from a special breeder, which he's going to unbox with us in a second. But first, he's planting some hot peppers, Brian.
Tenemos aquí varios como habanero white, habanero yellow, habanero orange, ghost pepper.
So we're getting the veggies going again, dude. So here we're using the can for all of our peppers, literally for all seeds here on the channel. We've been rocking the can. It just so happens today too, I threw on the shirt, so that works out good. It is available on Seedsman. You can always use code Homegrowtv to get yourself a can at discount. So that works out really cool. But guys, yeah, we're getting back into veggies. Some of these are from Humboldt. So this is pineapple tomato. They grow it to 1 kilo. These are special seeds from Nat's actual farm that we visited, getting to see some of these veggies, try them out. We got Korean peppers. And then one of the ones I'm most excited about is the chocolate ghost, I believe. It's a custom cross, again, from Nat. We were very excited. And then we got about 10 pineapple tomatoes. So we're gonna start an outdoor veg garden here in between here and the office, somewhere in the middle. We're gonna do a full trellis and train them out, something basic and fun. But by the way, we're testing right now this is Umami 901A. Video turned out amazing. The flowers are nuts. It's one of my favorites for sure. Really, really, really good. So that's one of the ones we're gonna do a 10 run on. Hunt another 10, maybe 12 phenos. So little unboxing moment. So we got a full load of beans just showed up from all different places, and I guess we'll start an order from things that I ordered before the end of the new year. This was something I ordered back in November last year. Not gonna lie, guys, it was one of those moments you're just ripped. It was like 2 a.m. and I was like, man, I really, really wanna hunt this. So I picked this up on Soulfire's website. This is the Don Mega cross to Biscotti. These are regular seeds. I was hoping it was gonna get here before we did our big regular hunt now. It didn't, but don't worry, because something I'm gonna show you in a second totally lines up with this continuation of the Don Mega hunt. So I nerded out, ordered these from the website, and then I ordered myself 3 packs, because Soulfire was nice enough to give us one at MJ BizCon. We decided to order 3 off the website, and that came with a freebie of anniversary cake, which is sick, dude. This is blueberry cheesecake and Last Supper. This should be something special. And then it came with, I don't know if these are limited edition cards or it's like a special card, but this right here is Big Juicy. It's a strain card. It's cool. Once you order 3 packs, I guess it comes with one like nice collectible card or something. So the motivation behind this was just to actually get into playing this at some point. So this is what we ordered early last year. These are the cards we had back from MJ BizCon when we first met so far. He hooked us up with one.
We got the Homegrowtv card, the Pheno Hunter. The Pheno Hunter, dude!
And we still got that deck. We're gonna add it to our next 3. And we're gonna unbox these with you guys in a second, along with Grobo Brian's gift. We got the Mendo Dope Boys. So this we got off their website as well. This is the Heady OG. I know it's also available on Tangled Roots. I think you can use, I don't know if Homegrowtv has a code, but I think code triangle for Tangled Roots, Mendo Dope Boys, or if not, on their website. This is the Heady OG, back cross number 1, BX1. This is something we've seen in person there. It was ridiculous. And we're gonna do a hunt of this. 10. Hopefully we can order in a few more and do a little bit of a bigger hunt. If not, we're gonna do a little 10 hunt of such a story, man. Like such an epic strain is the Heady OG.
One of our good friends of ours passed away. After he had passed away, he had a garden growing at his house. His parents wanted us to come check out the garden and see how it was doing, see when they would be ready to harvest and everything. Went and checked some stuff out, roaming through the area. Into one of the hoops that he had, he was working on some different breeding projects. Unknown to us, we didn't know what was going on. One of the plants Brian found actually, it was like, man, this is really special looking. Let's keep an eye on it. So about a week or maybe 2 goes by and they call us back and they say that the garden got raided by some kids, or someone came in and pretty much just took most of the whole garden. It's chaos out there, so they wanted to ask us to come through and see if we could help see what was salvageable, what was left there. So we came through, checked stuff out, you know, helped them out a bit, and then we were looking through the plants, and in that greenhouse, that special plant that Brian saw, it was snipped down to the stem where there was only 2 branches with buds left on it. It's so special, looked so good. We're like, let's take this branch, cut it, and see if we can get it to root and come back to life. So we cut it, we brought it back to the house, and it was a slow process.
When it was re-vegging too, it took a while, and like it'd just be sitting there for a while, barely started to push some out, and every time you rub that little bud, it was like, holy shit, this is so loud and so gassy, like one we've always wanted.
And we brought it back to life, and we grew it inside our indoor room for another test, and it just blew us away. We're like, holy crap, this is so special, such a crazy gas strain. And like,
again, that came in last year, so right on. So the Soulfire order, the Mendo Dope Boy order, there was no Pandora. Now let's get to what showed up today, and we'll take it to something here. Ordered this off Seedsman. This is another personal, like I really want to try it, so I got 20 beans of the Milky Dreams. Again, you guys can use code HomegrowTV on the website to get a discount. Milky Dreams was in the battle of the breeders. Unfortunately, we had a sprouting error, we'll call it, and we lost a lot of seeds. One of those strains that didn't come out and get tested, recommended by Dust from Strain Hunters himself, was like, you gotta try Milky Dreams. So shout out Wheelie Buzzed. I know you grew it. It looked great, so I'm gonna follow through and still hunt this sucker. It's another fun personal project I really wanna do this year. Potentially do just greenhouse, maybe some in the indoor, but the one I really, really want to see in the indoor, maybe we just fill a 2x4 with this. This is, again, one of my top favorites of the world, the Super Lemon Haze, right? One of the first strains I ever ordered online back in like 2010 era. Grew the Super Lemon Haze, fell in love with it. First time I ever experienced lemon terps in a reality. So this is crossed to the RS11. We got 20 beans of this, and these are all from Seedsman. So check them out. A great international shipping. Any of my grow bros out in Europe, you know, easy peasy, US, Canada, super simple. Code Homegrowtv to get yourself a little discount on that website. And so on the Seedsman, I don't know if I'm allowed to show these or not, but I'm doing it. These are some of the new testers, some of the new from the actual Seedsman genetics. Mr. Q already brought this over and we did a smoke test of this Grilla Runs. It's insane. So I want to do a little hunt of that and see what's up. And then I really want to try this Sour Diesel. I handpicked these from some of their new unreleased. I was like, I would love to get these tested if you guys are needing testers before launch. And they do, so the last one is Black Sugar 2.0. All of these just sound great. I cannot wait. I don't know when they will be live. I don't know if I'm even supposed to show this. We're going to be showing the flower at some point soon anyway, so sorry Seedsman if I wasn't supposed to, but it's going to be sick. Banana Biscotti was a fun hunt, but I think I'm excited to test some of these out now. A little bit of a different direction from our Banana Biscotti hunt of the Seedsman strain. So that's brand new, fresh in today. We're definitely going to be filling up a row in the greenhouse with something from there because, again, guys, there's nothing we've ever run on the channel that or is as cheap as Seedsman seeds. So for beginner growers, people with a tight budget are looking to add on a few more without spending big bucks. It's unreal the cost that they come in at with stuff like we put in the battle with the Banana Biscotti and some of the Seedsman strains. So definitely check those out. I love testing everything from the lowest cost genetics all the way to some of the highest cost genetics, like some of this stuff right there, you know, which I'll take you out in a sec, but the BOPs and the Willa Papayas and stuff from Farmhouse, it's not cheap. Those were like over $200 packs, and so I do not recommend that to everyone, especially for new growers. I think it's really good just to start off with something reliable, and on the lower end, this stuff's also really good. Boom. This is right here, the Black Friday. All strains that were sold out from Soulfire eventually got relaunched on Black Friday. Our kit came in super late, but shout out Soulfire for making this happen, because I know these are some of the most requested genetics that sold out, and he usually never goes back and makes genetics twice. He did for these because they were so requested. So let's open this sucker up. Nice, bro. Oof. Oh, so look top in on this box here. Look at this, dude. So first up, oof, pink milk right here. This looks to be Bahama Mama crossed to Utter Madness. Pink milk. Utter Madness S1. Trap Truffles crossed to Utter Madness. One we've tested in the past. We cannot wait to test again. We didn't keep any of the winners, but most certainly want to find one that we do want to keep. So this is that Strawberry cross to Utter Madness, that FX3, baby. And then this is what gets really exciting. This right here is the Trike Beast and Barf Breath. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. This Barf Breath right here is Don Mega cross to Giggle Gas. So, I don't know if you've seen from earlier, I ordered these Boss Scotty right here, Don Mega cross to Biscotti. This right here is Giggle Gas cross to Don Mega. So, if you haven't got the hint, I really wanna do a big Don Mega cross list. That's sick. Right there, shout out Soulfire for always throwing down crazy fire, bro. This stuff is sick. Beautiful idea to come out with your strains that were the most popular are no longer available. The other Don Mega crosses that we're gonna be hunting here really soon, guys, is the Lemon Tree cross to Don Mega. This Soul Snatcher Super Boof cross to Don Mega. And then the last is the Corpse Cake. Ice cream cake cross to Don Mega. So it's the full wheel, dude. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different strains to hunt through that have Don Mega in it, including one homemade strain here and the original Don Mega Mama here. So 7 different expressions of Don Mega to hunt ourselves the most flavorful, disgusting, gross terps. Some lemony barf. You know, it'd be nice to find some disgusting orange, rotten garbage. Some throw up and cookies and cream maybe, which sounds disgusting. But once you smell it, you'll be blown away. So this is from Soulfire to Grow Bro Brian, because he heard you're a big fan, brother. He heard you really liked everything Soulfire. Entonces aquí te tiene un regalo de Soulfire, man. Wow, dude. Grim Spotty. So 3 packs. You gonna do an unboxing, bro? Should we open them? Abrímoslo. Oh my. Your first pack. What did you get? Good move, Brian's germinating. No way, he just won a free pack, dude. So Brian, there's a little code he's hiding right there. He can scan it with his phone, go to the website, he wins a free pack because of that card. I don't know if it's playable in game, but it's playable in real life. He gets a free pack out of that. GrowBro is a master of cloning now, and so there it is. So here it is. Here's our full collection, more or less. That's what I got going so far. This is GrowBro Brian's collection. He's doing good. Solid lineup. And then we just traded any double cards that we had. Really well done. Really cool game. It's just a fun experience to open up packs. Get beans at different exclusivity levels. We got one of each different level here today, which I think is pretty cool. Purple, some green, and some white. God, this peaches is nuts. Some strains are only going to be available to find even inside packs and won't be released in things. So it's fun, dude. Really cool spin, and shout out Soulfire for the creation of this, dude. Really sick. All right, guys, that's it for this week's vlog episode. Thank you so much for staying right to the very end. Much love to everyone who's been using the discount codes down in the descriptions below, guys. Not only does it get you guys a discount on cool new gear, but it also helps support the channel. It helps us put that money towards future projects like the greenhouses that are coming, improving the indoor, and everything that we're doing here dedicated to research in this beautiful plant. Thanks again, guys, for sticking all the way to the end. And make sure you guys stay tuned. We got a ton of really cool stuff coming, including the award show for Battle of the Breeders, a full breakdown seed to harvest of Battle of the Breeders, all the strains in it, and a lot more vlog episodes to come. So much love. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week.